So moving on to the next question. So Karthik Gopinath, the YouTuber, was recently arrested, and then he is out on bail now. So what do you think really happened? What was the issue? And then is there some case at all in this?
See, this is sub judice still, so I don't think I would like to give any sort of my opinion as to whether there was a fraud committed or not. But what happened, Karthik Gopinath, he himself is a law student, if I'm not wrong. So he knows the HRNC rules and he knows the HRNC Act and rules. So Siruvachur temple was probably damaged by some miscreants, and he along with three or four people thought that they will go for a crowdfunding for reconstructing those idols. These are that INR idol and all those things that is kept in the near the hillock near that temple. So they thought that they will appeal to the public for funding, and they did appeal to the public for funding through his channel Ilaya Bharadam, and got some amount of money, which is beyond the requirement of constructing the temple. Okay, I think their estimate was about 10 lakhs. I think they got 3 or 4 times more than what they wanted. Uh, but having said that, HRNC rules clearly states that if you want to perform something in the HRNC controlled temples, administered temples, one has to go and apply to the EO for the permission. For even giving your own donation, you need to ask them to permit. That this is a pathetic situation, though, as per the statute. So you need to apply to them saying that, okay, I am willing to perform this, and what is the source that you are going to perform from this? Is it from a trust fund, or is it from your own fund, or are you going to collect money on this behalf? All those declarations you need to make. Karthik Gopinath, unfortunately, in the emotional issue, he collected money. It's all good faith, but then applied for permission post, collecting this money. In my opinion, would he have misappropriated funds? I think that forensic audit on his account will definitely say, because I think it was in the escrow account of Milap, if I'm not wrong. I think he appealed through Milap. But also, I think first one hour people claim that first 1 or 2 days it was the money was received in his personal account also. Because before the Milap account was opened, they had to give some bank account, and it came to his bank account. I actually do not know how much of the money collected. I actually do not know whether the personal account, whatever money collected, was transferred to the Milap account. How this was handled, I think those are the intricacies that has to come out in the court of law. The second question is, in this case, why I'm agitated by his arrest is it a case that requires an arrest is a big question, right? Um, because HRNC department complained against such an act of collecting funds and misappropriation. They don't even know, because after the complaint was given, so Karthik appeared in front of the police, gave the accounts, gave the details, everything. And if there was a fraud committed, then also, is it a case for that requires an arrest? I think that is where the court had come in and then said, they had given a bail to him, because it is not a case that needs an arrest of the accused or so-called accused. So the case had to be crashed if there is no merit in the entire case itself. If someone, a donor who actually had complained about it, at least that person could claim, saying that I have given so much of money to this fund, and I don't have what happened to, I don't know what happened to this particular money. So I want to know what happened to that, and then Karthik has not been responding to my queries. Then there is a valid case of displeasure from the donor. But in this case, HRNC department cannot accuse someone from saying that he is defrauded the public and then misappropriated money. What the media and everybody shows is during that time he bought a car, and hence he has used this funds to buy the car. That anyway, the forensic audit would clearly give out, saying that whether Karthik had private funds to fund his own car purchase, and all those will be proved. Even if he has not transferred the money to Milap account, which he should have ideally done if he had received any money in his private account during this appeal, which ideally he should have transferred to the Milap account, so that there is a transparency that is being maintained. And on top of that, he is a resourceful person. So one other thing why Karthik Gopinath was targeted was, in some interview or something, he said, he had apprised Annamalai about all the activities, and also they think that Annamalai is taking heavily on this government. So government may think that, okay, if they have some sort of a lead, even if it is a sort of a rumor that they can generate, saying that Annamalai is part and parcel of this particular episode, so then they can defame Annamalai. So that is where probably they would have targeted this. But I think government will have eggs on its face if I'm because this case probably is not a serious case that needs an arrest, that needs a that he is going to he is going to spoil the evidences, because the evidences is in bank account. He cannot go on, even if he closes a bank account, court will instruct the bank to give the account from such and such period where the funds had gone, and then forensic audits could prove easily that where the funds have gone. So he could not have damaged the evidences in this case. But anyway, let's see. Here he is out on bail, but whether the case would be quashed, I have my own doubts, because until otherwise court is convinced that there is no money involved in his personal capacity, but everything is sitting in Milap account, and if that is proved, then court will come heavily on police, saying that this case itself is a fabricated one.
Understood. All right, let's wait and watch then.